From one major Canadian airport
My worst fear came true. My bags didn't make it.
to another.
This is the absolute worst experience anywhere on the planet that I've been.
Just hasn't been a level of preparedness.
The travel frustrations are the same. Long lineups, canceled flights, lost luggage.
There's nothing to help anybody. You see people with their kids sleeping on the airport floor on chairs, finding anywhere they can sleep.
Michelle Vega is trying to visit family in England. A delayed Air Canada flight has derailed her plans.
Had to stay awake in the airport overnight, waiting for the help desk to open.
Air travel ground to a halt during the pandemic. Now demand is surging, and airlines and airports haven't kept up. The travel chaos isn't limited to Canada.
I'm not making any more plans for travel.
There's no one really kind of assisting and trying to help us figure out how to get home.
Many American airlines are cutting flights amid the disruptions. Strikes and staff shortages have also caused major issues at European airports.
Try to talk to staff. No one has any answers. I talk to one person, I get sent to another. That person will send me to another. It's just a complete mess.
Ali Padani was heading to Dallas for a wedding. Just 2 hours before takeoff, his flight was canceled. He's losing money on his Airbnb and rental car, but most importantly, the memories.
My family and I, we've been awake for over 24 hours. At this point, we should have just drove to Dallas instead of taking the flight.
This travel agent says a road trip might not be a bad idea.
People are looking, and if there's alternatives to that exact point, if there is a different time frame that you would like to travel or a different way of traveling, and you have that flexibility.
This week, the government pledged $105 million to help alleviate pressure at airports. But experts say it will take time for air travel to get back to normal, and that Canadians should hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Okay, Nisha, so we know airlines are cutting flights to get back on track. How deep are they cutting?
Andrew, Air Canada says it's cutting 15% of its flights for July and August. That's about 150 flights. WestJet said it had already proactively cut about 21% of flights from its schedule. But whether that's enough to ease the strain at airports is anyone's guess.
Yeah, sure. And what about all those customers with canceled flights, lost baggage? What should they know?
Consumer rights advocates say those passengers deserve compensation. They could be owed up to $1,000 for flight cancellations. The big question is whether or not these issues were within the airline's control.
Okay.
Andrew?
Nisha, thank you very much.
You're welcome.